Hello, beautiful people. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you are here with me, and I definitely appreciate that. To all of the new people stopping by my channel, hi you guys. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit that bell notification so you're notified each time I post a video. And to all of my returning subscribers, hey y'all. So if you are new here, you guys, my name is Jessica, and y'all, I've been gone from YouTube really for like 5 months. Like, I know y'all have probably been wondering where I have been because I've gotten some DMs. I've gotten some messages like in my comments. I've had an email where people are like, everything good? I haven't heard from you. Like, what's going on? How's the kids? How's Joe? Yada, yada, yada. And so I just wanted to do this video to bring you guys up to speed, because even though I haven't really been on social media like that, I have been vlogging. I just haven't posted anything. So pretty much how this is gonna go, so I'm gonna give y'all an update of everything, and then, or an update of me, and then we're gonna transition into the last 5 months so that way you guys can see what we've been doing, what's been going on, and why I have been behind the scenes not doing anything. So first things first, to be honest, you guys, I just didn't feel motivated to do YouTube. I didn't feel motivated to do cookies. I even have people asking me like, are you still doing cookies because you haven't posted anything? I've had like like, I literally just fell off the grid, and I think it's because, and I've mentioned this to my best friend Jocelyn, mentioned it to Joe, mentioned it to my parents. I just got caught up in the, hey, I'm making money doing these things, but I'm not, it's not the joy that I once had. So like YouTube, okay, yeah, I'm monetized, I'm getting a check, numbers looking good, but I found myself getting caught up in the number game. I found myself getting caught up in, okay, well, I'm just making content just to make content, not the fact that I was making content because it made me happy or that's something that brought me joy. I'm just going off of what everybody else is doing, and I'm doing it because imposter syndrome is real and I'm a victim. And so yeah, so I was doing that, and I wasn't like really focusing on why I was doing YouTube anyways. The whole point of me doing YouTube is to show you guys my life and how I'm functioning as an everyday mom, wife, working, doing all of the things, and bringing you guys along with me, showing you guys little different tips and tricks along the way to make your life easier. Like, I got away from that. Even like with me doing Just Timber. Y'all know Just Timber was my thing. If you don't know, Just Timber is where I vlog every single day in September, and I just renamed it Just Timber. And I fell off of that. The Vlogmas, Vita, all of that. I had good intentions, but it always fell short. And then the same thing with cookies. It was like I was trying to balance being a cookie baker, a mom, a wife, Nora breastfeeding, all of the things. And it just became too much, and I felt like I had too much on my plate. So I just like took a step back. Even with Instagram as well, social media, like I just literally fell off everything. So it was just a lot, and I felt like I had a lot on my plate. And there was a lot of things going on. So in a nutshell, that is why I was gone. I just felt overwhelmed. I felt like I was doing all the things for the wrong reasons. But I wanted to get to a place where I was happy to come back and record and happy to do my cookie business. So yeah, and so enough of that. Like, I guess my other thing is too, like, I'm not worried about the numbers anymore. Not worried about, I don't care if it's 5 people that watch my vlog, it's 5 people. If it's 1 million people that watch my vlogs, it's 1 million people. I want to get back to the things that make me happy as far as recording, and not recording because I'm trying to fit into something. And that's why you guys were here in the first place, because of me, not because I was worried about all of those things. So yeah, so that's what has been going on with me. So I'm gonna take you guys back down memory lane. So we're gonna rewind to November 2022. 2, well, y'all see my hair in braids, but I ended up cutting all my hair off. So that was another thing. I was just overwhelmed with everything. And on top of that, my hair started falling out because I had started like the weaning process of Nora with breastfeeding, because we put her in daycare. So we were weaning her, and we were weaning her, and I guess because I wasn't breastfeeding as much and I didn't have all those extra nutrients and things of that nature, my hair started shedding. Now, if y'all are OG subscriber, you know that I did a placenta encapsulation. I encapsulated my placenta, and I was taking my placenta pills, which I still do from time to time, but you don't need to take them every day. And for me to go almost 2 years with no hair loss or anything like that, that was pretty good. So if you are pregnant and you have the opportunity to encapsulate your placenta, by all means, encapsulate it. So my hair started falling out. It was just shedding a lot. It was coming out in clumps. And I was like, you know what? We're not gonna do this, because with my previous children, after I've stopped breastfeeding, I've had bald spots. So with Leah, I had a bald spot in the front. No, I had a bald spot in the center. With Carmen, I had a bald spot in the front. So I was trying to do the whole swoop, bang action. And so it was just easier for me to go ahead and cut it off. So I cut off all of my hair. I'll show you guys some pictures. And like, I actually love my hair being this short. I get so many compliments off my hair being this short. But I have it up in braids because I'm trying to grow it out just a little bit more. But yeah, stay focused. So in November, I cut my hair, and now I'm part of the TWA committee. So now moving on to December. So this is another reason why I've been so busy. My husband turned 40, you guys. So Joe turned 40, and so we did a Jordans and jersey party, because if y'all know Joe loves him some Jordans. He loves tennis shoes in general. So I threw him a surprise party, and we had all of our friends and family here in our new house, and it was a great experience. So I pretty much did everything for the party, and my mom and the girls and my sister and my dad and my aunts and everybody kind of helped me get everything together the day of, because y'all know it's hard to surprise Joe. And so basically he wasn't even surprised, but that's neither here nor there. But we did do a surprise party for him, so I'm gonna show you some clips here.
My heart beating so fast.
Come to suspense. Come through that door. Did you know? Surprise party was so much fun, and Joe really had a good time. We had a good time in general. It was so much food, so many good laughs. So yeah, so now that was really good. We also celebrated our first Christmas in the house, and I decorated the house as a gingerbread house on the outside. So I'm gonna show you guys some pictures here. Like, you guys, like, the house, like, this is just the beginning. So like, every year it's gonna get bigger and better. It's so many things that I learned that were different this year as far as decorating, and it was my first time really getting hands-on. So I'm definitely gonna incorporate that in some of my vlogs going later on in this year, to show you guys like how I'm decorating and stuff like that. Because we technically haven't started decorating the inside of this house, because we're waiting for our 1 year to be up. So I didn't want to give the builders, we have like a 1 year warranty for the home, and I didn't want to give the builders an excuse to not fix things if we have holes drilled in the wall and things of that nature. And so we really don't have anything on our walls yet. So July 1st no, June 30th will be 1 year that we've been in this house. And so we have two months until then, exactly. And so I am gonna start putting things up and doing more decorating and things of that nature once we get to that point. But in the meantime, I was able to decorate the outside and do some things, and it was so nice to like see my vision come to life. And so yeah, so just stay tuned for Christmas this year, because it's gonna be even more stuff. And so that's what happened in December. And in January, y'all, I was trying to pop out content in January, but I was like trying to pop out content because it's the beginning of the year and oh, let's meet our goals. And I was like, I ain't with it. And I felt myself like not even being with it and just putting out content to put out content. And that's not what I want to do. And so y'all did see a few little videos from me in January, but nothing major. In January also, the kids got food poisoning. Yeah. All 3 of them. Love that for us. And so it started off with Nora. So it started off with Nora. Nora got sick first. And it is really, really hard to deal with a baby with food poisoning. So 0 out of 10. Don't recommend. So January 2023, we had all 3 girls with food poisoning. So Carmen and Nora had it the worst. Leah, she was as bad, but not to the level that they were on. So that was a lot for me and Joe. So it seemed like between Nora and her teething, it was like every 2 weeks we were getting hit with something every 2 weeks. And so, especially with the kids, like Nora gets sick, Carmen gets sick, Leah gets sick. I mean, it just seemed like every week it was something. So it was just too much. So they ended up getting food poisoning. We survived that. And then a couple days after that was Carmen's birthday. And so we had a miraculous 7th birthday party here for Carmen. And she got to invite her friends. She was very specific on what she wanted. She wanted everybody to wear pink. And she wanted to wear her ladybug skirt. She wanted a pizza party and a cake with pink icing. She said what she wanted, and that's what she got. And so we had a pizza party. I made punch. And literally that was the cheapest party that I've ever had for one of my kids. So yeah, so we had that here. And it was so much fun. Carmen enjoyed it. And now moving on to February. February, this is where I started kind of feeling like, okay, things are getting back to normal. I'm feeling like my Jessica self. And so my best friend Jamelia came into town. I hadn't seen her in like 6 months. We had been talking and texting and FaceTiming and all that good stuff. But the last time I had seen her was like when we had first moved into the house. So she was here. So I got to catch up with her, which was so good because her mommy moved back to the area that we're at. So now she has a more than enough reason for her to come back to our hometown. So I'll get to see her a lot more. And then my other best friend got her master's degree. She got her MBA. And so we were really busy with that. So we spent February doing a lot of that. And y'all, Carmen started losing teeth. Can y'all believe that? So touching base on Carmen. Carmen is 7 now. And she's lost about 5 teeth. She is doing so good in school. She's doing so good with her extracurricular activities. Like she practices all the time. And she is a great, great big sister. So yeah, so she started losing teeth. I'm gonna show y'all some pictures here. Girl, my baby is a snaggletooth. Her auntie Sydney pulled out her first tooth. I pulled out the second tooth, and then after that, she's pulled out all of her teeth. So yeah, so she's been doing so good with her teeth, you guys. So moving on to March, and this is where I'm going to touch base on Leah. And so Leah, y'all, my baby, my first baby is 13. And just like Carmen, she's doing so good in school, so good with her extracurricular activities. Like, My babies are so smart, but Leah this year, she was like, Mommy, I'm gonna try now. Her struggle subject is math. She was like, Mommy, I'm gonna apply myself and I'm gonna do so good in math this year. Like, I am going to focus. And when I say struggle, like, she would always have like a low B, and we would have to have tutoring and things of that nature. Let me tell y'all, my baby has a 90 in math, a 90. And she has maintained that the entire school year. And we're rolling up on the end of the school year. My baby has done so amazing. She's done so good in all of her classes. Good, so I'm so proud of her. So she turned 13, so we had a little, she said she didn't want to party this year. And she said she just wanted to have a dinner with her friends. So that's what she had. So we went to a restaurant. She invited a couple of her friends. We did some cupcakes, and that was it. Super simple, easy peasy. Like, that was it. I said, girl, that's all you want to do? You didn't want to do a birthday party? You didn't want it? She was like, no, that's all I wanted. So she had a dinner with her friends. That's what she wanted. So we celebrated that way. Also, you guys, March was just so busy for us. In March, I weaned Nora from breastfeeding. So we made it 20 months with breastfeeding, and it was definitely bittersweet. Me and her still struggling because breastfeed, you know it's hard to do the whole weaning thing, because then it's like you realize like your baby's no longer a baby, your baby is a toddler. And Nora was a toddler, and I didn't stop breastfeeding for anyone else. I just felt like it was time. Nora was is my longest breastfed baby. And Nora is also she's the baby of first, because she stayed home with me the longest. She was home with me for 14 months. And she was exclusively breastfed up until she, you know, started getting like cow's milk. And I was still breastfeeding her in the morning and at night, even though she was going to daycare. And so, yeah, so we weaned her. And it's still a bittersweet thing, because I'm like, my baby's not a baby no more. She's a big girl. And so, yeah, so she's been doing really good. She hasn't been wanting milkies or anything like that, so that's good. Also, another thing that happened that was major is Joe left FedEx. And if y'all have been here for a minute, y'all know Joe used to complain about folks not having their addresses on their houses, him being out all time of the night, you know, trying to find different places to drop off your packages and all that good stuff. And especially during November and December, February, May, y'all know, like, Joe wouldn't even be, he'd be out. Like, his work schedule would be so long, like, we pretty much would not see him. And so Joe left FedEx. He got a new job, and he's working there, and he's also focusing more on his eBay business, which I'm so proud of my husband with this eBay business, with him and his vlogging, and just the decisions that he's making or has made and is currently making for our family, and the things that we're doing together. Like, he definitely pushes and motivates me a lot to do the things that I say that I'm doing, and he holds me accountable, because y'all, I be like, oh, I have this idea and it's a great idea, and then I never go through with it. And then Joe is the one who, when you gonna hop on that? Are you wasting time and money, or are you actually gonna do what you need to do? And so, yeah, so I'm so proud of my husband and his decisions that he has made and is making. And so it's definitely a great move for him to be leaving FedEx, and I am enjoying having my husband home more. Y'all just do not know. And so that is what happened. And then also in March, because I felt compelled, because it was like the last month of the quarter, and I was like, you know what, I'm about to start jumping back into, you know, doing my cookie business again and things of that nature. And I really sat down and had a whole conversation with God about, you know, my goals and where I see myself. And I even have, y'all, my phone is cracked, but I'm gonna show y'all. even on my phone, I have, let me see. I'm gonna show you guys. I have my vision board. My vision board is on my phone. So I have everything on here. And I'm like, I have all of these things written down. I'm not acting on it. And so I just asked for guidance in all of my steps, and just, you know, if things are supposed to fall in place, let them fall in place where they are. Don't let it be any hiccups, you know, just a very candid conversation with God, because, you know, I talk to him all the time, because me and Joe joke and we say that we're his favorite child. So had that conversation, and instantly I started getting cookie orders. And we have a golf tournament here, and I've done cookies for this golf tournament for different businesses and stuff like that, but nothing like this. And I have always joked in the past, like, oh, if my cookies reach it to a famous person, like, I don't know how I'm gonna act, and yada, yada, yada. And that's always been like a goal, like just to have my cookies in the hands of so many famous people. And this year has been the first year that that has really happened, to where I've seen it. Like, they may have touched my cookies, they may have had my cookies, and I not know. But this was the first year where I was like, dang, homie, you really doing it. And so my cookies, like, I actually did cookies for golfers, like actual golfers, like Fortune 500 companies. Like, it was an explosion of business that happened in April, and it was because I prayed for it in March. Like, I really was like, girl, you got to get it together, because you don't put this stuff on your vision board. First quarter's over and you're playing games. And I also followed Tabitha Brown, and it had been several videos that she had posted, and more or less was like, what you doing? You're supposed to be working on this stuff, you ain't did it. Why haven't you done it? Like, all of that stuff. And when I tell you, like, I felt like she was talking to me. I even sent it to my best friend, and I was like, Josh, like, is she not talking to us? Like, is this not stuff that we said? So it really, like, lit that fire. And then I ended up getting my passion back for doing cookies, because it's like I had all of these things that were off of my plate that I could then focus on new things. So yeah, so prayed for all of that, and my business freaking exploded that first week in April. And then guess what, y'all? I was all cute and stuff and doing reels and saying I'm coming back. Guess what? I ended up getting laryngitis. I ain't have a voice for like 2.5 weeks. I'm just now, to day 30, really with my voice back. Like, my voice was going in and out, like all of the things. So it was horrible. So I wasn't able to do as much content as I wanted, because I was like, April, I'm coming back. Like, I'm gonna be doing all of the things, and y'all, my voice was gone. My voice is still not 100%. It's still going in and out, and I feel like it's going to go out soon again. So I'm trying, like, to just rest my voice as needed. But yeah, that was the worst. I couldn't really get on the camera, couldn't do anything, because what was I gonna be saying? So yeah, so my voice was gone. So in April, because we're still in April, also in April, we had Easter, and Easter is my favorite holiday. And so we hosted my first Easter here in this house. And I decorated the outside and all of the things. And trust me, Easter is gonna be bigger and better every year, because I love Easter. And I just took down my Easter decor and put, like, just our transition stuff up, because I'm still trying to figure out what I'm gonna do for May and the summer months. So yeah, and so we had that. And then also in April 18th, Joe and I celebrated 8 years of marriage. So Joe and I have been together for 12 years. And we celebrated 8 years of marriage, which is exciting. So we spent pretty much the whole day together. We had a whole date day. Mom and dad kept the girls. And they took them to Earth Day, and my sister was with them, and my brother and my aunt. And we just did parent stuff. We went to breakfast. We went to the Saturday market. Leah had a leadership conference that day. That's another thing. My baby got invited to a leadership conference, period. And so she was chosen out of her grade level, and only 6 kids were able to go, and she was one of the 6 that was chosen, and she enjoyed it. And so we did that on our date day, took her there and picked her up and got to hear all about it. We went to the Saturday market, we went to Dave & Buster's, we went to dinner, we did all of the things, and we even bought car seats, y'all. We bought Nora new car seats. So yeah, we just did all of the things that we couldn't do because we have the kids with us all the time. That's what we did. And it was just nice, like just me and him, because Joe and I have not had a date night or a date day in a long time, because it's just been just hustle and bustle. It's been so many things going on. So yeah, so it's just good for us to just kick back, just us two, and I enjoyed it. But yeah, y'all, that's pretty much what has been going on with us. Now that y'all are caught up, moving forward, you guys, I am going to be doing content for me, doing content for what I built my brand off of, doing cookies for my cookie business based upon what got my customers to trusting me and trusting my brand, trusting me for their experiences, their events, and all of the things, doing those things, tapping into the love of the craft and not getting caught up in the numbers and the money and all of that. I'm just going back to the basics, okay? So yeah, so if y'all have made it this far, thank you. And thank you so much, you guys, for checking in on us. Thank you so much for being, you know, dedicated to me, the brand, the movement, hashtag J-Team. Like, y'all have really made it. And thank y'all so much for like checking up on us. Like, y'all are super sweet. And y'all, I'm at 7,400 subscribers, period, poo. And y'all know my goal is to do 10,000. So y'all already know we on the road to 10K, we on the way. And so thank you guys so much for watching. And if you like this video, you guys, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on that bell notification so you never miss an upload, you guys, because I'm back for another 100,000 however many vlogs. So I am back, and thank you guys so much, and I will see you guys on the next one, and talk to you soon. Bye.